Ladies and gentlemen, welcome at the press conference of the National Electoral Commission, during which the Commission will allocate, in the context of the elections to the European Parliament, by way of a public draw, unified numbers to the lists of electoral committees that submitted the candidate lists in all constituencies or in more than one constituency. The conference will be participated by the Deputy Head of the Commission, Judge Wiesław Kozielewicz, Judge Sylwester Marciniak, Deputy Head of the Commission, and members of the Commission, Judge Wiesław Buś, Judge Zbigniew Cieślak, Judge Grzegorz Jędrzejek, Judge Krzysztof Strzelczyk, and Judge Arkadiusz Despot-Młodanowicz, and the Head of the National Electoral Office and the Secretary of the Commission, Ms. Magdalena Pietrzak. Let me just remark that the conference is part of the meeting of the National Electoral Commission that started at 2 p.m. and will be continued once the conference is over. Let me now ask Judge Kozielewicz to take the floor. Thank you very much. I would like to welcome the media. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now commence the draw of unified numbers for the candidates' lists in the elections for the European Parliament. During its meeting on the 26th of April, the Commission defined the rules for the draw. Let me present them to you now. We shall have unified containers into which we will put the pieces of paper with names of those lists from whom candidate lists have been registered in all constituencies. They were put into one container. This is the container on the right-hand side with the 6 balls. We'll use exactly the same kind of container to have pieces of paper with subsequent numbers starting from 1. That's the next container with white balls. Subsequently, we shall draw from each of the containers a name of the committee and a volunteer from the room. And here goes my request to all of you: don't hesitate to perform your civic duty. I will be trying to keep a gender parity, so I'll be asking ladies and gentlemen. And a volunteer will take out a piece of paper with the number for the list. Then we will open the balls and read out the numbers and the names of the lists. Once the procedure is over, we will read out to you the list, and subsequently we will make exactly the same kind of draw for all committees who have registered candidate lists in more than one constituency. The numbers for such lists will be 7 and upwards, consecutive numbers starting from 7. We'll follow exactly the same procedure. At the end, we will attach the papers to the minutes of this meeting. Once the draw procedure is over, we will read out all of the numbers of the lists for all electoral committees. Subsequently, minutes from the draw will be drafted, and information in the form of an announcement of the National Electoral Commission will, without undue delay, be presented publicly. Are there any questions concerning the rules for the draw procedure? No questions. Let's then start the draw. Can we have the first committee? Coalition Electoral Committee, the Left Together, Together Party, Labour Union, RSS. And can I ask the lady in the first row to make the draw, to take out a number? Number 5. We will now pin the papers together. I hope it will work. We got it. Now let me ask the judge to select the second committee. Electoral Committee of the electorate of Kukiz 15. Thank you. And now number 6. Thank you very much. Now, the third committee. Electoral Committee Wiosna, the spring, of Robert Biedroń. Please. Number 2. Can we have the next committee, please? Electoral Committee of the Electors of the Confederation, Korwin, Brown, Leroy, the Nationals. Can we have a gentleman now? Number 1.
Numer 1.
Thank you very much. Can we have the next one, please? Coalition Electoral Committee, European Coalition Civic Platform Alliance of the Democratic Left and the Green and Polish Peasants' Party. Number 3. Can we have the last committee, please? Please make the draw. Electoral Committee, Law and Justice. Please, can I have a gentleman? Could I ask you, sir? Number 4. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we have completed the first stage of the draw procedure concerning the numbers for committees that have registered candidate lists in all constituencies. Now we will make a draw of the following numbers: 7, 8, 9 for those committees that have registered their lists in more than one constituency. Electoral Committee, Movement True Europe, Europe Christi. The lady in the second row, please. So that you couldn't accuse me that I'm only selecting people from the first row. Number 8. Please, can I ask the judge to make the second draw? Coalition Electoral Committee, Poll Exit Coalition. And again, I would like to ask the gentleman from the second row, the gentleman hiding behind the camera, please approach us. Number 9. Can we have the next draw, please? Electoral Committee of Poland Fair Play electors, Partyles Gniazdowski. And your colleague, please. Well, I have already made the draw, so maybe somebody from the third row, please. Could you come here, ma'am? Number 7. Thank you very much. I would like to thank all the people who helped us with the drawing. I would like to thank my colleagues. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is my duty to read out to you the numbers and the lists. So list number 1. Please check whether I'm not making any mistakes. Electoral Committee of the Electors, Confederation, Corwin, Brown, Leroy, the Nationals. List number 2. Electoral Committee, Wiosna, the Spring of Robert Biedroń. List number 3. Coalition Electoral Committee, European Coalition, Civic Platform Alliance of Democratic, Left, the Greens and Polish Peasants Party. List number 4, Electoral Committee, Law and Justice. List number 5, Coalition Electoral Committee, the Left Together Party, Labour Union, RSS. List number 6. Electoral Committee of the Electors of Cookies 15. List number 7. Electoral Committee of the Electors Poland Fair Play Party Les Gwiazdowski. List number 8. Electoral Committee Movement True Europei Christi. List number 9. Coalition Electoral Committee Poll Exit Coalition. And now, ladies and gentlemen, number 10 is the Electoral Committee of the Unity of the Nations, registered in one constituency. It will have number 10. And this is the number that we allocate to the set committee. Minutes will be drafted from the draw procedure and it will be attached to the documentation from today's meeting of the National Electoral Commission. Let me thank you once again for participation, for helping us, and let's meet during subsequent stages of the election procedure. Thank you very much. We would like to thank you for your participation. We will inform you about the conferences in the future.